Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, proud families, and of course to all of you graduates, congratulations, Bab. Today is your day. And I've got to say, and this is not scripted, I am absolutely buzzing because the support of friends and family here and all of you, seeing you on stage has just filled my heart with joy. So it's amazing to be here. I'm thrilled to be here amongst you. And although I present on national television live, not going to lie, I am shaking like a leaf. It's not the same as looking down the barrel of a camera, but seeing hundreds of faces is definitely nerve-wracking. I'm deeply humbled and genuinely emotional. I've been trying not to cry all morning to receive this honorary doctorate today. For services to BCU, this is the institution that transformed me from something of a loafer to a national broadcaster. For championing this magnificent city of Birmingham, it's my birthplace, and for services to journalism, my profession for the last 23 years. And before I go any further, I want to say some thanks. I want to thank my mum, who can't be here today, but is watching later. And I just want to say to my mum, thank you for your courage in making the journey from Jamaica in your 20s, raising my brothers and I with proud Brummie roots and turning me into a woman of confidence, resilience and integrity. She really did. Thank you. I want to thank my late brother, Fitz, looking down with me with a wry smile. Je t'aimerai toujours, Fitz. My late sister-in-law, Karen, love you, Bab. I also want to thank my family watching online, my closest girlfriends up here. And last but definitely not least, my remarkable husband, Austin, my rock and constant support. Love you so much, love you all. And thank you, God. All that love really mattered because the career path that I followed was not straight or obvious. So I'm just going to tell you briefly my story, even though David Roberts has told you something about me, but much of my career has been spent as a live news presenter on TV and on radio. You get your earpiece and you're counted down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cue. You're ready to read the script, off auto cue, when suddenly breaking news lands. Or the auto cue fails. And then it's just you and the camera making sense of the world for the viewer in real time. It's hairy, scary stuff. There really is no room for perfection. And then you added menopause brain fog, which I get a lot of. And I sometimes have to remind myself, yes, I'm on air, I'm on TV. I'm not arguing with myself in my own mirror. But that fearlessness took me to 24-hour newsrooms like Sky News, Arise News, as well as other corners of creative media. Shopping TV, no script or no auto cue there, making radio documentaries and producing podcasts, all sorts of other things. YouTube, real L expertise, and I'm also now qualified as a life coach. Whew, a lot. And honestly, I still surprise myself at how I got to do any of these things, because growing up in the 1980s, the only black women I saw on TV were singers, dancers, or athletes. Then one day, there she was, Moira Stewart. Calm, authoritative, reading the news on the BBC to millions of people, night after night. And I remember thinking, could I ever do that job? But there was already a fair bit against me. I was painfully shy, believe it or not, despite being the teenager who wrote letters to the local paper about the local council, Orcs. I had zero connections in journalism, no insider knowledge, no family member already working in media, no one to ask how. And back then, the national newspapers were the only places offering journalism apprenticeships. And reading the papers really did tell me enough They didn't feel very welcoming to people who looked like me. So every signal I saw around me on TV, on radio, in the newspapers, it told me journalism is not for you, Marv. So a business studies degree at DMU beckoned, and followed by a decade of temporary secretary jobs, volunteering in radio, early mornings, late nights, weekends, trying every route to get into media and really getting nowhere. A whole decade of feeling stuck. Then in my 30s, BCU appeared on the horizon with a postgraduate journalism course led by Professor Diane Kemp and Bob Carver. And everything changed for me. Diane, an academic visionary, supported me from day one through the harsh realities of this competitive industry. That course changed my life. It taught us all how to be news reporters with integrity, how to use our voice, and how to hold power to account. Finally, little Marv, who used to watch Moira Stewart in awe and wondered, could I, got her answer to how. From there, ITV Central News, BBC WM, BBC Midlands Today beckoned, and Sky News then asked me to join them as an anchor for their World News programme. And no, it was not all plain sailing. There was prejudice, doors slammed shut. I have been pushed out of jobs because someone decided their newsroom, or their audience, didn't want a black female journalist there. And that rejection hurt like hell. And what I've learned through the rejections, the mistakes, is that they weren't wrong. Every time I thought I was failing, getting nowhere, not achieving, not reaching my goal fast enough, being too different, not posh enough, I was actually becoming exactly who I needed to be, stronger, more myself, clearer about what I would and wouldn't accept. So, graduates, as you step out into the world today with your qualifications, I really hope you can remember that your path does not have to be straight. There will be detours, there'll be delays, there'll be the inevitable mistakes, but really what I've learned is that all of those things can shape you, can sharpen you, and show the world that you can bring something completely distinct. Please remember to take some calculated risks. That's what I've done throughout my career. Make sure you stay curious. Also try and lift others up as you climb. Look after your fellow graduates as you rise through the ranks. That's so important. Some of my early work I received through staying in touch with my friends and them offering me shifts in the newsroom where they were. That's really important. Your difference is not a liability, it's the reason you're needed, and anyone or anything that doesn't realise that is the problem, not you. Right? So go out there, take up space, use your voice, and show the world why you are needed. Thank you for listening. Congratulations to you all, BCU's class of 2025. Thank you.